The name of this program is Hot Dog.
Hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog.
Is it hot dog?
What are toothbrushes made of?
I don't know. A lot of stuff.
Rubber? It's like straw. Like the things on the toothbrush is made out of straw.
What's the handle made out of?
Plastic.
You know, little brush things.
Yeah.
And plastic. Oh, man. I know the little thingamajigs. I don't know, I think they're made out of, they remind me of little pieces of silk thread or something like that.
They're made of several substances. The plastic part is generally made of wood, and the bristles on the toothbrush is an iodized material that is edible. You can, not many people do this, but you can actually eat the end of your toothbrush.
Now you're probably saying to yourself about this time, what does it take to make a toothbrush? Yes? No? Yes. First off, this is the handle of the toothbrush. It's a typical wooden handle. It's rather thick, you see, but as it goes down through the machine, it's tapered, or as we call it, touched. What I'll do is put this in now, if you don't mind, to sort of start things off, you see. Yes.
Actually, toothbrushes were once made of wood, and some were hand-carved ivory. But today, they're practically all plastic. These little white bits of plastic are melted and pressed into a mold, and out come plastic toothbrush handles.
I've been asked to put in the bristles. These are the bristles. I hope you can see these. What they are they're actually not really bristles from a porcupine, you see, or some type of badger or bear. These are from my father's beard. He left them to me. That was all that was left in a fantastic will. Just stubbles from his beard. And, of course, we don't have many toothbrushes made, because although he had quite a large beard. Oh, well. Put these in now. There.
The bristles are plastic, too. They're folded in half, pushed into the holes in the handle, and stapled in place. Here's how it looks in slow motion.
I'll be with you in a moment. I want to see how the toothbrush is doing. It should be finished.
Is the brush finished? Is the brush finished?
Have a man inside.
Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, don't kid me now. Is it? What are you doing there? Don't do that.
And here we have the toothbrush. Isn't that fun? Brush your eyebrows, your hair, this, and your teeth. Bye-bye out there in toothbrush land. Would you believe it?
How many toothbrushes do you use each year?
Me?
Yeah.
I use a different toothbrush each time I brush my teeth.
What do you do with the old ones?
I throw them out immediately. Because that's good health. You're supposed to use a toothbrush only once. I use a comb only once. You know, everything that I have that pertains to cleansing myself is used only once. I dry myself with a towel and throw it away. I wear a suit of clothes and then, you know, throw it out.
Drive a car?
Yes. Oh, that's one of the... I'll drive a car, for instance, and I only will drive a car once. And that's really expensive if I'm just going to get the papers or something. I'll drive from my house to the corner, buy the papers, and then throw the car out. It's not healthy to reuse car. It's just like Kleenex.
Aren't you making some kind of a terrible contribution to our ecological problems by doing that?
You know, all the guys are saying that. Hey, wait up a second. Hey, you guys, wait for me. Where'd everybody go? In a minute, more of whatever this is.
Is he kidding?
Yes.
There's erroneous opinion that stained glass is a lost art. Nothing lost about the art. It takes a cold, dank sort of a building. These early buildings were very cold and so on until they got the stained glass in them. And as Andre Malraux pointed out in Voices of Silence, when nobody realized the difference in Chartres Cathedral and when the war, when all the windows were taken out to save them. And here was Chartres Cathedral, a completely different building than it was when the stained glass was there. With the glass in, it was alive and vibrant and singing. And that's the wonderful thing about our art, is that we can create this singing quality, which is so much like music itself. And it's like a great symphony orchestra. Our blues are like the stringed instruments, and our rubies are like the wind instruments, and then we put a little bit of gold here, which is like a percussion, but they all have to be related and put in their proper positions to create this great symphony, which we call stained glass. Planning for stained glass starts in the beginning, as the Bible says. We have to go and look at the building and get in tune with the architecture, see what the conditions are, and then talk with the people and see what the program is, what they're trying to say with their stained glass. We work out pencil sketches, and when we feel we have the right thing, well, then that's inked in and then transferred to an acetate film, what we call a lumiere, L-U-M-I-E-R-E, because it's light. And this gives you a color transparency, which helps the client, the donor, the people, the architect and all, to better visualize what we're dreaming about to create in the openings that they are giving us to work with. And then this is made and then submitted to the client, and sometimes it's pretty difficult. They'll have a great committee with about 8, 10 people on it and several women. You know how difficult that is, and you have to get everybody in agreement, especially several women. But we work it all out together because we want the people to be very happy about this. You notice here when we're getting that pattern drawing and we're getting it ready to do the color selection, we have to cut the pattern drawing up with a very tricky pair of shears. They have a double blade so that when you cut the patterns apart, it takes out the width of the heart of the lead cane with which each piece is going to be bound. We do the careful selection of this glass. So wherever you want to make a change, you have to have a separate piece, because we don't paint any color on the windows. We don't put blue here or ruby there. One man who's doing what we call the glass cutting, and he came here in 1917, which was quite a while ago. He still works every day, he never misses a day. This is the kind of a craft that is usually passed on from one generation to another. Glass is not perfectly smooth and flat like you want in your window glass. It has bubbles in it and reams. It's sort of like little boys. They're a lot more interesting if they're not perfect, you know, if they have a little imperfections, and that's what helps in glass. You'll notice that when the artist is doing the glass painting on this piece or a certain piece there, he's doing an ox, which is a symbol of St. Luke. All the different saints have symbols. Now you'll notice that he has to, with this mineral pigment, do the different lines that make for the details in an ox's face, and you rub most of it away, and just to get what you want, because each piece has to be done carefully and prayerfully. Then it's taken off the easel, put on trays, and goes down to a big oven, what we call a kiln. And the glass is put on trays and put in the kiln, and it's heated until the glass starts to melt, and that's around 1200 degrees. And this being a mineral pigment, it fuses right into the surface of the glass, sinks down into it. Actually, what you get is like if my head was on the glass, I would sink down into the glass, and then there'd be a layer of glass over it. And that's the reason why stained glasses last 800-900 years or more. It's had this protection of a layer of glass on it. Then it's taken down, and to the men that assemble the windows, lead them together. For some reason, it's called glazing, putting the lead strips around to each piece of glass, and it's in varying widths depending how to accent the design, and each piece is wrapped with a lead. Then it goes, and it has to be waterproofed, and that's very important. What good is a window if it's beautiful and then it leaks and the water all comes through? But as they push this waterproofing compound underneath the flange of the lead, push it all over in a rotary motion, you'll see, and then they clean it off and just leave it back under there. You do it this way, the way it was done 800-900 years ago, it will last that long, and after that we tell the clients they'll have to take their own chances after 800 or 900 years.
Well, first you get the gum in your mouth straight, like this. And then you get it on your tongue and then put it out like this. Right. And then take your tongue out and blow. That's what you gotta do.
How come bubble gum bubbles, but regular gum doesn't?
I guess they put some special stuff in it, or make it thicker so you can blow bubbles. Because some gums, you can't blow bubbles with it. They just pop.
Well, probably because they put this special stuff in to make it stretch or something.
Well, bubble gum, I guess, I don't know, maybe it's airy or something. It's thicker. I guess they put something which makes it a lot thicker.
I have no idea.
Bubblegum bubbles because there's a lot of rubber in there.
Bubblegum bubbles and regular gum doesn't, because bubblegum is bubblegum.